So welcome to the blog number 3. I am Scott and this is Whitney.
And we are the co-founders of McRock.
If you have any really interesting questions that you want our advice on,
just type them
type them away. Just
hit
us up on our channel.
That's going
down below.
Down below, type it up.
Okay, we won't ignore you. We'll even give you a shout out.
Thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
So what do you want to talk about today?
How do you achieve balance when you've got a really demanding career and you've got a growing family? Because of course we all want to do it all. We all want to do it beautifully. Well, I'm just saying about me.
The age-old question of balance.
And so traditional kind of, family settings are you have one parent that stays home and one parent who works. One person, predominantly the man, works, and one person, predominantly the woman, stays home and keeps the family front totally intact.
I always think of George Bailey, from the Christmas movie A Wonderful Life. Daddy comes in from work late.
Daddy.
Sometimes he's tired and sometimes he's not, but it's okay.
He's making a living.
Making a living
He's
at the bank.
He's earning the money.
Balance in a traditional role versus maybe young women today thinking about really high profile.
Or old women.
Old women.
Oh my God.
How do you find balance in your work and personal life?
So, I don't mean to burst the bubble, but it's really hard.
I know why people are asking this question. I know why people want balance, but what they're asking is how do I find a semblance of happiness, career, family, children, all those things. You're kind of wondering about how you manage it all.
How do you do it?
How do you do it? Handstand's an example of what balance is. And the first thing you need to realize is there's no such thing as perfect balance. It's an always ever-changing environment where you have a range, right? Think about the perfect handstand. And if you go too far one way, you fall out of it, and that's a bad thing. And if you go too far the other way, you fall out of it, and that's a bad thing. So you're defining your range of, and I'm almost gonna use the word happiness. What keeps you in a happy state? And then what you have to do is constantly make changes, and through the body in a handstand, from the wrist to the back, to the shoulders, to the toes, it's a constant evolving minor adjustments to try to keep you in a range that looks like balance.
And from somebody far away looking at that handstand, they think it's absolutely perfect. They don't think that there's any adjustments that are happening. And that's why I think that so many times you get asked the question, how have you done it? But if you actually creep up a little closer and you look at the handstand, it is ugly.
It's all over the place.
It's all
right?
over the place.
Right? And but that's the secret to life a little bit, is that you have to decide on all those little adjustments what's important to you. So if I was a young woman today, I'd say
One young woman,
Whitney,
how about a young man?
Whitney.
No,
Whitney,
see, there you go. There's the stereotypes
Whitney.
again. So if I'm a young woman, how do I manage? No, if you are a young woman, a young man, a middle-aged woman or man, how do you manage?
You're a man, you go bring home the bacon. Bring home the bacon.
Okay, this is so going in the wrong direction. Love what you
Choose.
do, and you love your family, and you get the best of both worlds because you love both. Isn't that what life's about?
I think
As opposed
so.
to feeling like, I have to go out and provide. Provider. But I'm a happy provider. Well, I'm just saying about me. In order to do the climb, you gotta love what you do.
More magic in that. Thank you for
Thanks,
joining the
everybody.
McRock Friday
Bye.
Vlog.
Vlog.
Bye.
Well, I'm just saying about me.